Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We're on a mission to banish poverty, and we are the United States of the world. We're a cloud nation, we're an emerging nation. We've been around for a little short of 3 years. Taken us that long to put right quite a number of mistakes we made early on and get our foundation solid, built on rock. And we are now in a position where we are going to expand our economy. We already have our treasury currency, social services in place. We are expanding our economy now with industries, both our own and third-party industries, and that will strengthen our economy, increase the value of our currency, and give it the liquidity that's needed to benefit all our citizens. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading there in just a second. But before we go, we do have Luis Montero in YouTube at the top of the comments list. So welcome to Luis. He is from Portugal, the capital city, Lisbon, in Portugal. Now I'm heading over to Facebook, where we see most of the comments, and where if things go wrong, it tends to be in the link between our app that we use, Melon app, and Facebook. So I get to Facebook and be looking for the We Share Abundance Publicly group, and looking for March the 6th, which is, of course, today. I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so that we don't get feedback. And then if I click the little button, it should bring up the comments, and we're ready for comments from the people that are watching us on Facebook. As I say, we got Lewis top of the comments list. There is currently a on passive webinar going on. It's been going on for over 2 hours, I believe. I did just pop in a few minutes ago, and they've got about 30,000 people watching that. Some of them may be our members. We got a lot of members that are in on passive, the same as we've got a lot of members that are in Avazu and many other programs that we help to promote through our downline builder, bringing extra income streams for our members and helping us to fill the liquidity pools from sources outside of our own economy. It's like earning money from other countries, if you like, improving our balance of payments in doing that. The opportunities that we promote as admin from within the free downline builder that you get, any profits that come in, any commissions that come in from that go directly into We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a non-profit organization. There's nobody scraping off cash. There is nobody drawing any salary. That may change sometime in the future, but currently there is nobody, no person that takes anything out. We do pay for services. We do pay for our server team and our hosting and our development costs, all this sort of thing. But within our own infrastructure, everything that is done by volunteers, and we're very, very grateful to those volunteers, the support team, KYC team, the administration teams, all need to be thanked for the effort that they put in just for the joy of service. And we got Norman in from Doncaster, UK. He's at number 2. As I say, Lewis from Portugal was in at number 1. We will be getting started in a short while with a short prayer, which helps us to find true happiness in life, and a little affirmation, because what we're doing is we're trying to help people find the true path to happiness. You can't buy happiness. Most people concentrate on trying to get money so they can buy the new house or pay the bills or whatever. And we acknowledge that you need money. Money is a necessity in today's world. But chasing money is very difficult. Hard work doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a lot of money. There are people that have two, three jobs and they're still struggling to make ends meet. There are people with two or three degrees and they're still struggling to make ends meet. So it's not about how hard you work or how good your education is. It's very, very difficult to chase money. It runs away from you. Very few people are successful at it. The ones that are make absolute fortunes, but they're not necessarily happy. Happiness comes from loving service to others. And the great thing about that, if you live a life of loving service to others, concentrate on being the greatest service value that you can offer to as many people as you can, you'll find true happiness and everything that you need and want in life will automatically flow to you. We've got Richard in as well from Devon, not far from me. We're down in the southwest, and it's getting pretty cold down here. I took Cody out for a walk not long ago, and it's chilly. It really is chilly down here. Um, I'm not sure what direction the wind's coming from, but it's cold. Okay, and I believe it's even worse the further north you get, in Scotland and north of England, especially the northeast. I think there is snow and ice warnings, and it's going to spread down through the country. So I hear. We usually have quite a mild climate here in the southwest. But we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, yeah, it is. It's getting cold. So I'm sure it's colder in other places. Um, yeah, we are also a non-separatist organisation. All our citizens benefit from free tokens that we give them. They building wealth for the future. That uh, will, as we improve the liquidity of our currency, enable them to also use some of that wealth when they need it in the present, as well as building for the future. We're building legacies for many generations to come. But we have industries within our structure as well, where the promotion, the sharing of what we have can create immediate income, which it does for the people that choose to be loving and sharing. We have an Easy Business Builder platform, which has got a very good compensation plan. We link that to our Success on a Plate program, SOAP, SOAP, where we give you coupons that you can give away to other people. When the people use those coupons, they get a paid position without any cost in the Easy Business Builder plan. And the best part about it is you also earn, even though it's cost you nothing and you've that nobody's spent anything, you earn $3 for every coupon that you give away that's used. The people that you refer have coupons given to them that they can do the same with. So there are a lot of people out there that are just looking for an extra few dollars with no out-of-pocket expense, and they can find it in our community through that SOAP program. We have advertising program. People online trying to make money need to get their offers in front of buyers, and what we offer is an incredible value. 1,000 page views for just $5. And that also has an amazing compensation plan. If you're active, you will make money very quickly in it. If you're totally passive, you've got to have a lot of patience. It'll take a while before you make any money from it. But you get that advertising. That's what we're about. We're about that really high quality, low cost advertising to help you get where you want to go. And we've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. I don't know what the weather's like there. I know that there's been cold going all the way into Southern California, but I don't know whether it's in Southern Alabama as well, Deborah. But welcome to you from USA, of course. We've got Kingsley from Manchester, UK. I bet it's cold there too. Not as cold as it will be in the northeast in Scotland, but it'll be cold. It's cold down here. Okay, so let's get started now with that short prayer that I talked about, and then we'll have a little affirmation after that to help us maintain a non separatist ideology. And I'll tell you a bit about that in a moment. But here's our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful to be. I'm getting into the affirmation instead of the prayer. Forgive me. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you. We ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. And through service, Lord, bless each member, that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay, what does non-separatist mean? It means we love to have people from every walk of life, every continent, every country, every gender, every creed, class, colour, educational level, financial status. It doesn't matter because we don't recognise those as superficial differences. We are all members of one family. We are all members of the human race. And that is what we see. We recognize that every human being is unique, so has something unique to offer our community, and so is of equal value to every other member of our community, and should be treated with equal love, equal respect, and have an equal opportunity. And that is what we're about. That is non separatist. We don't uh, have uh, the fat man's history. We don't have the single mother club. We don't have um, the bald headed patrons or anything like. None of that matters. We are non-separatists. We are all members of the same family of human beings. And our little affirmation for that goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let me have a little refreshment. Right, I've nothing to report on development because the developers are not working this week. I've not yet engaged, but we are in communication with various developers who will be responsible for setting up our games site, our trivia games. It's going to be an amazing addition. It's going to take a while to set up and it is expensive to set up. We do have some shares left. That was a question we got yesterday from, I think it was from Richard. Um, and I did say that I would be sending a message out about it, but I just got so busy, wrapped up in other things today. I didn't get any messages out about anything, so that will happen tomorrow. So what have I been busy doing? Well, principally, I've spent the day paying secondary staking on top of all the routine stuff that needs to be done anyway. Um, so all the secondary stakes for what month are we? February uh, have now been paid, with the exception of one member who still has not provided us with his wallet address. I can't pay you if there's nowhere to pay you to. He knows, but he's now got a couple of payments sat there waiting to be sent to him. And as soon as he puts in his wallet address, we can clear those. But everybody else that was due payment, it's automated. Once you've earned $10 or more, the automatic withdrawal done at the end of the month, and it goes into your pending withdrawals account. And then we manually take those and we pay them, and that's paid out in USDT to you. Um, and some members now are getting really good money. I can't remember what there's nobody over $1,000 yet per month, but certainly we got. I remember there's one that's about $600, another one about $400, I think. So they are um, benefiting from our staking. We will, in time, make the payment automated as well, but it's a difficult job and it has a lot of security issues, and so for the time being, it will be done manually, and it does take time. We say we'll pay you within the first 10 days of the month, and we've so far always managed to pay you within the first 7, and where are we? 6th. So we're within the first 7 again today. So that was my major task today. I had hoped also to spend more time on the funnel systems that we'll be putting in place. I'm still in the position of learning how to do it because it's a new system to me, and I was hoping to spend more time in there, but once again I haven't. So that's another thing for tomorrow. So tomorrow there'll be the be sending out information about the shares, recapping on one or two other things, and um, I'll be working on learning the funnels and hopefully getting started on building the first funnel for our members to use. It's a free system. There are upgrades, but you won't need them. I don't think anybody will need them, certainly for a while. And if you do get to the point where you need the upgrade, first upgrade is $27 a month. If you need that upgrade, you'll be making a lot more than that because you will have over 5,000 people in your network. And even if only 1% are making you just $1 a day, which those are ridiculously low numbers, you'd be making $50. Sorry, $1 a month, not a day. You'd be making $50 a month, which would more than cover the upgrade that you would need once you get over 5,000 people in your network there. So that is something that has cropped up, and it's just put another task on my desk. But we'll get it sorted out. We'll get it all sorted out. Once they're done, it's done. And let's have a look. We've got Kingsley from Manchester. I think we'd seen. Southern Alabama, it's 70 degrees and a beautiful sky right now. Lovely. That's what I like. I like it 70, 80, 90. If it's not humid. If it's humid, 70 to 75 is good. If it's dry, then up to mid-90s is good. I don't think actually over 100 if it's good dry weather. So you're in the right place there, Deborah, with a lovely warm climate and beautiful sky. It's not the good part about what we've had today is we get a little bit of drizzle at a couple of occasions, but generally speaking, it's been trying, been able to get out and do things outside when needed, like taking Cookie for a walk and things like that. Okay, so that is where we're up to. Um, the internal plans are doing well. Poverty Crusher particularly. Easy Business Builder is a bit slow. Um, we will funnels going for that, and that will boost that and help people with that. But Poverty Crusher is plodding along. Um, People will be getting pushed through, even if they're not active, because of the way that the plan works. But you have to have patience, you know. If you're not doing anything, if you bought an ad pack for $5 and you expect it to give you $3,000 in a couple of weeks without doing anything, then you're living in cloud cuckoo land. Um, Even if you're active, it's going to take you a while to get to $3,000, which is, you know, cycling through. How long? If you're really active and you've got an active team, to get to $3,000 for a $5 purchase, it's going to take you probably 6, 7, 8, 9 months. You're going to be making money along the way, but to get to that $3,000 payment, which you can double very easily through the power of one to $6,000, it's going to take you a while to get there. People seem to be very easily misled, and that is the best way of putting it, by the way that programs are hyped up. I mean, I'm constantly getting people coming to me saying, "We've got this new program and it's great. It's a 2x2 matrix and it's got just 7 phases, and you put in $25 and you make multiple $20,000 income. And all you need is those 7 people following you through." And that's the way that people hype these plans up and make them sound. But in actual fact, to get through 7 phases with a 2x2 matrix, you need over 35,000 people in your network. When I tell people that, they say, no, no, you only need 7 people following you through, but you need, if you've got 7 people paying $25 each, how are you going to make 20 grand? If nobody other than you makes any money, and it's $25 each, and you make $20,000, you still need 800 people in your network to make that $20,000, and that's with nobody else but you getting paid, and no fee out for admin or anything like that. That is every $25 from 800 people going into your pocket. That's your $20,000. Now, is that real? No. It takes you well over 35,000 people to get there. Nobody, I say nobody, there's always possibly somebody that can prove that wrong. But in essence, nobody ever completes 7 phases in a 2x2 system like that. Just doesn't happen. Very few people complete 2 or 3 phases, in all honesty. Okay. So what we have in our Poverty Crusher plan is an amazing opportunity. It still takes a few people. I think you need about 400 people in your network. But if you've got 400 people in your network, you're making 6 grand, and it's a $5 one-time payment, something like that. Because we double it up with the power of one. Um, it's actually like a $3,000 payment. But if you bring in 5 people in a month, it doubles your withdrawal. Very, very simple qualification. It's called the power of one because you only need to bring in one person every month. We aim for consistency to qualify every month. One person every month to qualify every month. You don't get doubled for that, but you can get up to 50% additional income. And it doesn't just apply in that Poverty Crusher plan, it applies in your staking rewards, both primary and secondary. It applies in the Easy Business Builder plan on your residual commissions there. It applies all the way through. It even applies to your free raffle winnings. You win 10 grand in the free raffle, and if you're qualified top level, 100%, it doubles that 10 grand into $20,000. It is the best, easiest bonus plan that has ever been devised, and more people should be taking advantage of it. Okay. We also get asked, why are we promoting other programs and not concentrating on We Share Abundance? We are always concentrating on We Share Abundance. Our mission is our primary objective. Our mission is to build a community of like-minded individuals who seek more than financial gain. That doesn't mean they cast aside all aspirations to make money. More They want more than that. They want to find happiness, and they will do that through having service to others. To be a part of the community. And that's what it's all about. That's our mission. And when we get all that working properly, it will also generate sufficient cash that we can do charitable work outside of our own community as well as within our community. There'll be plenty for everybody. It just is going to take a little bit of time. There is I think I found it not long ago. Let me see if I've still got it here. Yeah, it's a quote from Charles Dickens. In fact, it's not a quote from Charles Dickens as such. It's taken from David Copperfield, one of his novels, and it's a very, very wise little statement, and it refers to cash. And the cash won't make much sense to most people because we abandoned our currency back in uh, 1971, I think. February the 15th, 1971, from memory, was the day we decimalised our currency. And we used to have pounds, shillings, and pence, but now we have pounds and pence, and it's all different. But you can understand the logic behind it. And this is written by Charles Dickens um, long, long time ago. So that the language is a little bit antiquated as well. But the sentiment and the meaning behind it stands firm, and it will forever. And it is annual income £20, annual expenditure £19, 19 shillings and 6 pence, result happiness. Annual income £20, annual expenditure £20, no shillings, 6 pence, the result misery. Okay, why have I quoted that? Because it is the foundation for everything that we are doing. It's the foundation of every business. You've got to have income that exceeds your expenditure to be successful and to have happiness. Income for us can come from really only two sources. There is a possibility of a third source, which is donations. And we were working well on some of those in the not too distant past, but a lot of the negativity that has been put out there by some of our members has squashed any hope of that for the time being. So there are possibly three areas. but donations are not going to come in until we get the other two working. The other two are sales and investment income. Now, investment income, because we don't have huge amounts to put into anything, is going to take a while to build up, even with compounding. When I say a while, we're looking at 1 to 2 to 3 years to get to really profitable stages with investment income, compounding, even with some of the amazing rates that we're getting. And with some of the programs that are hugely successful for us. The biggest, most solid program, I believe, is the Vault United program. I think it's something everybody should get into if they can. It's just $50 to get started. It's going to take you a while to build it up into a significant income. You've got to be patient. You've got to keep putting your money back in, and adding more if you can. But it's $50 to get started. There is also a plan which is less expensive to get started, and it pays you more. But because it's less expensive and it pays you more, I believe the risk is a little bit higher. I still think it's pretty solid, and that is the Africa arbitrage system. And that pays you 1.65% per day, 7 days a week. You can get over 1.65% with Vortic. You can get 1.8% with Vortic, but it's only 5 days a week. So there is a difference there. But with the AAS program, I think the minimum investment is $10, but I'm not absolutely sure of that. It might be $20. But the more you've got in any of these plans, the faster you're going to move. There is also Beyond Infinity, which is usually $50, but we pay you back $35 of that if you sign up with the admin account, because we get a commission and we can give you $35 back. So it only actually costs you $15. It's going to take you 5 years before you start drawing any money. But $15 put into something, then you can set your alarm clock for 5 years' time, a little over 5 years, 13 weeks. Then you go back in and you check your account and you start drawing money out every week. It's better than working for 40 years and retiring on half your salary when you've got twice the amount of time or 3 times the amount of time to spend it, and all those ambitions that you've been thinking about, all those dreams to fulfill, and you're down to half your money. $15, get a pay rise every week once you start getting paid out. Takes you 5 years, 13 weeks. If you're prepared to share that plan with others, you can drastically reduce that. Our admin plan, I think, is now down to 7 months before we start drawing out. Just 7 months. We've been in it for a couple of months, perhaps. Something like that. I would think 8 weeks, 9 weeks. And we've reduced that 5 years, 13 weeks to another 7 months. Anybody can do that, but you have to be prepared to go out and share it with people. Why wouldn't you want to share something that is good news? We have a lot of plans. They're all in the Downline Builder. We are promoting those for 2 reasons. One, it helps our members. Multiple income streams are certainly advisable, if not essential. You never know when something is going to happen, no matter how gilt-edged it looks, no matter how blue chip, it can disappear overnight. And the biggest example of that recently was FTX. It was a multi-billion-dollar organization. People had lots of funds in there. Boom, overnight gone. It can happen to any business. It can happen to any income stream you have. So that's why it's good to have multiple income streams. So it helps our members to build multiple income streams. It helps them to make money now, in addition to the money that we're stacking away for them for the future. But it also, through any commissions that we earn, puts money into We Share Abundance, and that goes into the benefit of the members. We have to pay our expenses, anything above our expenses, boom, it goes into the liquidity pools, helping to boost the value and liquidity of our currency, which is beneficial to all members. Our objectives are the same, to fulfill our mission, but we have to have income, and we will make income from those plans, some of them through our own investments, some of them through commissions we earn, and so it takes time. We also have a collaboration with a very powerful sales organization in ROI Tips, which will be running campaigns for us, which should start hopefully this month. We were planning to get them started in January, but things always seem to drag on, don't they? Unfortunately. And that will bring in large amounts for us, tens of thousands of dollars a month. And the bulk of that will be going into the liquidity pools. A lot of it will go into the members of the Turnkey Cash Cow program's pockets. Boom. But there will also be large amounts going into the liquidity pools. And as we build on those campaigns and get them building more, running more campaigns, if we can get 2, maybe 3 campaigns a month going out in the future, it'll be hundreds of thousands of dollars, not tens of thousands of dollars. And the effect will be the same. Money into the members of the Turnkey Cash Cow program and also into the liquidity pools. The trivia games plan. It's going to take us a few months to get that probably sorted out completely. We might be able to do it a bit quicker. Depends a little bit on our finances. It depends on the development team that we settle on in the end. But that will, not in the first 3-4 months, but it will in the first 2, 3, 4 years put literally millions of dollars into our liquidity pools. It will grow and it will help our members prosper, but it will also help We Share Abundance as a community prosper, and that will benefit every member. So that is an internal one. The Turnkey Cash Cow program is internal. The Easy Business Builder is internal. The Poverty Crusher is internal. Anything other than those at this moment in time is external. But they all mean income. And we get that income coming in, which is more than our expenditure, and everybody's going to be happy. We get income coming in that is less than our expenditure, and we got what we've got now. We got people being negative and silly and losing faith. And I can understand it, and I don't blame them for it, but they don't help the situation with that attitude. So my hopes and prayers are that they see the light and come back into a positive mindset, which will bless us, and we will then be also able to attract that third source of income, which is donations, and those can be very powerful. There was the probability at one stage of it being a huge amount coming in as a donation. There were benefits for the donor, but essentially it was a donation. We were going to repay the generosity with issues of our tokens and things, and the liquidity that would have given would have built the tokens, and we would have made a lot of profit out of it anyway. But there was so much negativity about that he pulled out of the deal. So is he out forever? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he'll come back. But he is definitely until we change the total mentality in our community. So we've got to concentrate now on sales, which we can all do a little bit towards, and investment, which once again we can all do a little bit. You invest, it helps us to build up something that we can then invest for. We share abundance, and gradually, over time, the power of compounding come into force and bless everyone. Okay, so I hope that explains things for people that sent me questions and been pitching me on these amazing $25, $5, $10 plans that pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars for doing nothing. Okay, right. We've got Akpomide from Nigeria as well. Hi there. Let's go to the Melon app and see if we've got any questions from the YouTube or Twitch contingent in there. Um, as I say, Lewis is in from Portugal, and he was top of the pops, top of the comments list today, as he often is. Um, we've got John Comer. When withdrawal open? Withdrawals are open from your earnings and have been for 18 months, John. Withdrawals are not possible from the tokens that we give you every month at the moment, building liquidity for it. I've just been running through all that. Okay, thanks for your question. We answer it every day. Okay, it gets a bit boring for me and some of the other members, I'm sure. If people watched our replays, they wouldn't need to ask the question. I know that not everybody can attend live. Um, People just don't have the time, or they're asleep, or they're at work, or whatever. There is no perfect time for everybody in all the time zones that we're in. For some people now it's early morning. For some people it's the middle of the night. Some people it's the evening, like here. For some people it's afternoon or whatever. And it differs for everybody, and it's not convenient for everybody. But the replays are all there. So when you get a few minutes, watch the replays. Okay, that's the only question we have, and I think that has been answered. So that's it from me for today. I will endeavour to get out that information if you want to. If there's anybody that wants to take up a few more shares or a share, if they've not got any already, we've got members that have come in since that share offer was out there. There are plenty of shares available. Those shares will make you rich, but it's not get rich quick. It's going to take a while. But I would suggest when you buy your share certificate, frame it, put it on your wall, and say, that's how I made my first $1 million, because that's what it'll do for you. Okay. God bless you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, be we some warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance, give away some of those free coupons, go the extra mile, help people, service, service, service. Everything you want in life will come to you. You'll have a happy and prosperous life. But I'm here every day at the same time, same place, 7 p.m. YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, we share abundance publicly. Until tomorrow, I'll feed the same. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, always wear a smile. See you later, alligator, go the extra mile. I'll see you later, alligator.